It is happening. The moment we have all been waiting for. A fat content drop for Genshin Impact. Hey guys, it's Arcturus. Miyoho has just shown off patch 2.0 and the region and story altogether looks... I've said it once, I'll say it again. Japanese themed Genshin Impact is what I've always wanted. Let me know down below what you think about the upcoming region and the trailer that was shown. Personally, I will be assembling my team of elite samurai, starting with Kazuha, and together we will ninjutsu and bankai everything to the Shadow Realm. Now, I'm going to be covering all the major points mentioned in the presentation. If you haven't seen it, I recommend you go to the Genshin Impact YouTube channel and take a look. And if you wouldn't mind, drop a like or subscribe to my channel. I will cover more content on Inazuma as they are released. Now, let's get back to that. Temper your expectations. It won't all be laid out immediately. This story and possibly areas within it will be released over several patches and months, just like Liyue and Mondstadt were. I'm sure Miyoho knows though that Inazuma is the last chance they're going to have to keep a large portion of their player base interested in the game, especially with so many other games coming in the horizon to challenge them. So I'm pretty sure Miyoho is going to do their best, and if they can't, it's going to be trouble, but otherwise they will give us their all in this region. But when 2.0 comes out, I anticipate a pretty large area regardless, and it will feel like the first time you played Genshin Impact. You remember that? Felt amazing. And you just explored everything with new eyes, and it is going to be awesome. Now, during the presentation, Miyoho showed off a lot of new characters. There's Kamisato Ayaka, which we know is coming first in 2.0, so if you've been waiting for her, this is your chance. And they showed off some of these cinematics, as you can see here, about her burst and her skill. She looks like she has some pretty good fluid animations, and if this is one you've been waiting for, it looks like she is well worth the wait. And then coming up after her is going to be Yoimiya, who's going to be a pyro bow archer, and it looks like, based off of the speculated info, she is going to be amazing one shot single target DPS and just spam normal attacks and literally delete everybody. She also has very nice animations, very cute. And then her 4-star on her banner is going to be Sayu, who's going to be an Anemo Claymore Ninja, who's going to have some support healing capabilities as well. So if you want a little furry, creature on your team, there is that. Personally, not my type. Although I don't doubt the deadliness of her ninjutsu, I just don't feel like she looks serious enough to be on my elite samurai team is all. Then they showed off 2 archer type characters. There's Sarah right here, who is going to be an electro bow user, and she looks to be one of Ball's left-hand lieutenants, so quite badass and definitely can go on my team as well. And then there's also Goru, who's going to be a Geo bow user. So here is him, and they both look really cool. Goru might make it on my team because even though he looks really cool, it's going to be hard to put together a Geo and Anemo with Kazuha together on a team and make it work. But we'll see what I can do in the future and what his skills end up being, which is going to obviously make a huge difference. And then they're going to introduce 2 catalyst users. Here is Yaye, who's going to be an electro catalyst user, and here is Kokomi, who's going to be a hydro catalyst user. Then there's Toma, who looks like a pyro user, and I think people are speculating he's going to be a polearm user, which would be a crying shame because Hu Tao already has the monopoly on that market and she does it well. But a little competition never hurt anybody, although personally I do hope that he is a 5-star Claymore pyro character because that would be awesome. Then there's the one I'm most excited for, which is Ball. And I hope you guys are excited for her too, because I'm hoping seriously that this is going to be an Archon that is finally not a support character, but actually does DPS and is a main damage dealer, but we'll have to hope and see. But literally, I'm going to be saving all of my Primo Gems for her, at least until we get more clarity on her constellations and her role in the party, and we'll see how far we take that one. So altogether, Miyoho showed off 7 characters in just this 2.0 trailer reveal. Now, they obviously aren't going to come out all at once. It's going to be probably 2 5-stars per patch, and it's going to go over several patches, but there may be other 5-star characters or other characters that get revealed and put out between these guys. And all that means is we gotta protect our wallets. So in order to do that, make sure that you are currently getting the Welcome Moon, which is only $5 a month, gives you like 3,000 Primo Gems, which is the best deal you're gonna get, and get that battle pass, because if you have big eyes and a big stomach and you just want to collect all the heroes but you don't want to spend a lot of money, you have to get the battle pass, because in order to use those heroes you need materials and mora, which the battle pass provides. And once again, I've said in many of my videos, the rates for the wishes that you get in the Primo Gems from the battle pass is equivalent to purchasing the best deal of the Nisus crystals if you get the 2x bonus. So definitely get the battle pass wherever you can, especially if you know you want to roll for several of these characters. Now we're going to go over some in-game items that they revealed. It looks like we're going to be having a story arc involving Beidou, and we're going to be receiving a free Beidou as well, which is pretty pog, along with a few other events like the return of the Theater Mechanicus, which was the tower defense type minigame, hopefully with some adjustments for the pacing, because it took a while to get to some stages. And there's some other little events like the double reward leyline overflow and a new event called Phantom Flow. Now I recommend against looking into leaks about events and just experiencing them as they come. Otherwise you ruin the surprise for yourself, but that's just me. Like for example, the ones that we've had with the Golden Archipelago, with the bouncing a ball around and hitting it back against a wall. It wasn't that fun, but because it was new to me and caught me by surprise, I'm pretty sure I enjoyed it more than someone who already saw it, and when the event popped up, they already knew what to expect and was like, oh, it's this boring game here. And then they discussed the addition of gardening coming to your teapot, which is pretty darn cool. In the scheme of things, it doesn't look that big because you're just planting some seeds that will give you some items that you probably already have hundreds and hundreds of, but it's a cool concept to have, and it really is starting to flesh out that home system. And before we know it, we're gonna be like defending our home against invaders and maybe raid bosses, who knows. Let your imagination go wild on this, but it is nice to see Miyoho really evolving and developing this Serenity Pot system, and it will be very cool to see where they go with this in the future. Next, we're going to discuss some 4-star new craftable items that Miyoho is releasing with Inazuma. Now, they're nothing to write home about here. I'm going to show you. This is all of their abilities. By the way, thank you to Honey Hunter World for this information. They are an amazing database for Genshin Impact info, and if you don't use them to look information up, I definitely recommend that. But please keep in mind that this information is not finalized and is subject to change at Miyoho's discretion, so take it, as they say, with a grain of salt. But you can see here that energy recharge is going to be a huge sticking point for Inazuma, and I think a lot of the mechanics is going to involve around energy recharge in all these different ways. However, one thing you'll notice is I have no idea, or maybe you might have any idea, who these weapons might be good for. The only thing I can see that might have some potential is the catalyst on the bottom, which will basically increase the elemental damage caused by whatever caused an electro reaction. So electro is going to be a given, and then if you mix it with anything else, that element and the electro element will all gain elemental damage bonus, which could be good in a support catalyst user for like Yaye or Kokomimo, whatever is coming out, or any of the catalysts you'd like to use. But that's the only one I can see that has any benefit. If you see some kind of combination you can do with this, please let me know down below, because I am drawing blanks on these 4 stars. Then they reveal the 5-star weapons I'll be releasing with Ayaka and Yoimiya, and it's called the Thundering Pulse, which is the bow, and the Mist Splitter Reforged, which is the one-handed sword. And take a moment to read these, they are quite lengthy. Basically, the bow increases normal attack damage, which is perfect for Yoimiya. That's all she does, normal attack basically, is her main kit. And then for Ayaka, with the sword, basically she's a cryo DPS dealer, and so this sword just increases elemental damage. However, I am eyeing that sword for Kazuha and any other elemental sword user as well, so maybe Ball down the line too. But of course, they're 5-star weapons, basically impossible to get unless you spend hundreds of dollars, so I can look, but unfortunately I will not be able to touch. Now, Miyoho did mention that they were going to rework the weapon banner, and I was hoping anyways, that it would make it more accessible to lower spending players. However, that is not entirely the case. Maybe it's more accessible to dolphins, but not the fishes or guppies out there like myself. Basically what they're gonna do is you can select a 5-star weapon on a banner that you would like, and if you do not get that 5-star weapon within 2 pities, then your 3rd pity will be that weapon. So you've got to hit pity 3 times in order to get that weapon. So definitely a no-go if you don't spend hundreds of dollars in this game, and it is unfortunate, but I guess it is something, at least for Tectone. And then they talked about 2 new artifact sets that will be coming out in patch 2.0. The top one being called Emblem of Severed Fate, which is an energy recharge based set that then increases your elemental burst damage by 25% of your elemental recharge to a limit of 75% bonus damage. And when I see this, the first thing I think about is Xingqiu. This is going to be amazing with, and Mona, this is also going to be amazing with. This could be a boost of damage to any other support that you stack energy recharge percent with. Let me know down below what you'll be using this one for. For me, I'm definitely farming that for my Xingqiu. And then there is Shimenawa's Reminiscence, which is a damage dealing set, 2-piece increasing attack by 18%, whatever, and the 4-piece whenever you cast an elemental skill. If you have 15 or more energy, you're going to consume that, but you increase the damage of your normal, charge, or plunge attacks by 50% for 10 seconds. I'm looking at Kazuha when I see this, because I use him as a damage dealer. However, this will work amazing for any other character that you use left click for. It's gonna be great, definitely gonna have to farm both of these sets when they come out. And lastly, of course, there's going to be new mobs in Inazuma as well. I'm going to presume that there's going to be a lot of Electro ones. They've shown us the Electro Lava Churl just there. Probably going to be some Electro Sama Churls, which are the mages. Definitely some Electro Mages, finally. Rune Sentinels, and what they call Ronin as well, which is just going to be some samurai. All looks really fun. I can't wait to just mop the floor with them. Definitely get your cryo ready, because I believe that is the counter for Electro Shields in general. And yeah, this patch looks amazing. I can't wait to get my hands on it and really just play the crap out of it. Let me know down below, guys, what you think about all of this. I would love to know your thoughts and opinions. And until then, I will see all of you guys in patch 2.0. And once again, please like and subscribe, follow me. I will be making more content definitely as this rolls on. And that would definitely go supporting me a long way, and I would appreciate it a lot. With that said, guys, Arturus out.